telling what it mean. When I pull up on the scene like, let's get it, no limit, I get her, way clean, yeah. I whip it, the biggest, a boss, the dream. Sound, I had to level up the team, loud, now it's rebel everything. The B, the E, the S, the T, the G, the O, the A, the T. Now it's rebels on your scene. It's the season with the timeline.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school football here on WKTY. You can catch all the action on WKTYsports.com/HHS or your Holmen Vikings app on your Roku TV. I'm Teague Fenwick. Joining me, as always, is my commentary partner, Scott Willinger. And, folks, it does not get much better than this. The start of Mississippi Valley Conference play. The first home game for the Holmen Vikings. And how about this? The first time that these two teams have been ranked in well over a decade, I would say. Vikings versus Hilltoppers. What a game to start off conference play.
Yeah, Teague. I mean, it seems kind of crazy that there's rankings out already. I think I expressed that to you. But, I mean, both teams are firing on all cylinders right now. And both highly ranked in their respective divisions. So that, along with the long-standing rivalry between Holmen and Onalaska, it doesn't get any better than this to start out conference play.
And Scott, part of the conversation is that this year seems to be somewhat of a crescendo. Both teams are ranked. We've both seen great Holmen and Onalaska teams in the past, but they haven't really peaked at the same time, right? It seems this might be some of the best collection of talent that we've seen between the two teams. We will have more stats. We'll be getting into more of the players on each side, maybe talking about the game plans, the X factors. I do think we have the national anthem coming up soon. So just a little bit of the nitty-gritty here, a tale of the tape. Both the Vikings and the Hilltoppers are 2-0 coming into the year. And Scott, with the new playoff system, the divisions are set. Holmen's D2, Onalaska's D3, unlike the system that we saw last year. The non-conference games did matter, and that it affects their rankings. It affects where they could get seeded for the playoff. But, man, when it comes to the meaning and just the feeling of a game, these conference games, it just feels different tonight.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level of football now. I mean, we're into the conference play, and you still need to finish 500, right, in your conference. So every game matters now just to get into the playoffs and those non-conference games as well for that seeding at the end.
Yeah, Holmen last week beating Sauk Prairie 42-0. They have outscored their opponents 97-16. And the opening two slate. Onalaska beat Medford 36-0 last week. West Salem, they won 35-26 in week one. West Salem, of course, always a formidable opponent for the Hilltoppers to start the year. And Scott, it's funny, we always talk about transitive property. Holmen beat Medford 55-0. Onalaska won 36-0. I don't think that means a whole lot in the grand scheme of things.
Actually, wasn't it 55-16?
55-16, my
yes.
apologies.
Yep. Yeah, but it's still, even in that, I mean, some of those scores came late in the game. But really, you can just throw all of that right out the window when it comes to a rivalry game like this. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen tonight.
In terms of the coin toss, Holmen did win the toss. We finally caught our first full coin toss. Got locked in enough for that. The Vikings did defer. Onalaska will be receiving, going from right to left. Talk more about the teams once they take the field here, as the Vikings take the field right now, just under 90 seconds. Up.
We've been talking, and nobody's heard us. There's been no audio on our whole pregame, but we got that corrected right now.
Oh!
I've been messing around with stuff here, trying to tweak things, make it all better. I was wondering why we didn't have any lines there. Yeah.
Well,
we were talking.
All about the fundamentals, right?
You know what? We will rehash everything later throughout the game. You know, everything that we covered in the pregame. Matchups, rankings, leading, stats. We'll cover all that here in a little bit, and I do apologize for that.
Don't worry, we got enough juice for one more good pregame in us. Just a little dry run for the fans.
Yes. So right now, I think we've got the national anthem coming up here, so we're going to switch it over to that.
There are two double-door gates which will be open located at the south and east sides of the stadium, beside the main entrance area. Bathrooms are located on each side of the main entrance. Athletic training care tonight is provided by Amplify, Gunderson Health System. This game is being broadcasted tonight by WKTY and Huddle TV Network. At this time, will you please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem sung by Holmen High School freshman Adeline Daly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
And a great rendition of the national anthem by Holmen freshman Adeline. Did not catch the last name. Probably going to be varsity national anthem singer for the next 4 years here, Scott.
Yeah, it seems like we don't have a shortage of national anthem singers around here.
And as we get the intros underway, and we have sound now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football here on WKTY, playing on WKTYsports.com/HHS or your Holmen Vikings app on your Roku TV. Teak Fenwick and Scott Willinger on the call here tonight. Scott, the air is crisp. A lot of long sleeves out here on this cold September evening. Hilltoppers versus Vikings. A Mississippi Valley Conference play underway tonight. As we talked about earlier, the first time in years that both the Vikings and Hilltoppers are ranked while facing each other. Both teams have had their respective peaks over the years. And now it seems we've hit a crescendo as Holmen ranked number 7 in Division II, Onalaska 8 in Division III. Of course, the non-conference games matter. They both took care of business in their first 2 games, both undefeated. That'll help playoff implications.
And both played well in non-conference, too. I mean, putting up some big numbers.
Holmen outscoring their opponents 97-16. Onalaska last week beating Medford 36-0. Not the same difference as the Vikings score with the Raiders in week 1, but you can throw out transitive property, throw out the rankings, throw out the records when it comes to a rivalry game. Because these two teams, even though it's week 3, they are bringing their best. As Onalaska's kick return team takes the field. Hilltoppers lost the toss. The Vikings won. They deferred. Onalaska elected to receive. They'll be going from right to left. Pretty easy to differentiate tonight as Onalaska, white helmets, white tops, white bottoms. The Vikings are rocking their newer maroon helmets and all black
the blackout
from top to
tonight,
bottom.
Looking sharp.
Blackout night for the student section as well.
We got Brock Needham doing the kickoff duties here.
Holmen coached by Travis Kowalski, Onalaska by Tom Yashinsky. First home game for the Vikings. Yeah, love to hear the O coming from the Viking student section. As Mississippi Valley Conference is underway here at Empire Stadium. And that is Brendan Chenal taking the kick for the Hilltoppers, getting stopped at the 22-yard line. The Onalaska will start with the ball. Last week, of course, Holmen coming off of a 42-0 victory at Sauk Prairie. Onalaska also shutting out their opponent, the Medford Raiders, at 36-0. This Onalaska offense got in the last decade one of the best offenses, and not just in the conference, but in the entire region. Multiple times making it to at least level 2. The quarterback Nowak under center. Rolling out to his left, looking in the flats, and finding his next read, completes it to number 4, Tristan Moling. We'll get a quick look at the Holmen defense here. Onalaska, 2 running backs in the backfield, wide receiver to each side. And it will be a give to the left and stopped in the backfield.
Nice tackle for loss there.
Kason Stetler, the ball carrier, like Spa in on the tackle. We'll get a quick look at this Hilltopper offense. Starting night for Onalaska. Siebert is in shotgun formation as Cole. Second down and 12. Quick throw in the flats out to Stetler, who dodges one tackle, makes his way up the field, lowers his shoulder, and tackled just before the first down. John Faraday.
That's one thing, I was looking at coming into this game, Teague, is the Holmen secondary hasn't really been tested yet this year. And Onalaska's offense seems like they're pretty well balanced. I think 400-plus yards rushing, 300-plus receiving. So it'd be interesting to see how well the Holmen linebackers and secondary do.
A big third down and short, and the pass quick out to the left will move the chains for the Hilltoppers.
Quick gain of about 6 or 7 there.
Luke Siegel catching that, setting up the first down for Onalaska. And we got to give credit to the Onalaska O-line as well. Ying Kong Vang, Vitalanio Figuera, Teague Simmons, Grady Dunham, and Aiden Knopp. This Onalaska offense getting set up quickly here. Another give to Stetler. Stopped at the 49-yard line into Viking territories, Onalaska. Second down and 9. Scott, the Onalaska O-line averaging about 220 pounds.
That's good size.
I think that's going to be one of the biggest battles here tonight is the one in the trenches. As you look at that side with Brennan and Jepson up front.
And then the quickness of Smith.
Cole bringing in his receiver. Motion to the right, 2 receivers to the right. A little window dressing here for the Hilltoppers. And to give to number 5. Cuts up through the middle. Jepson in on the tackle.
Nice run there.
That's Carson Zinneker, the ball carrier. Zinneker, one of the leading tacklers on defense, getting in that running back rotation. Both these teams, guys, whose numbers we'll be calling on both sides tonight. Another third down and short. This third down is going to be crucial for both teams here. Stetler again lined up behind Cole. Brennan shifting to his left into Cole. Off tackle. Bounces outside. Up past the 30. Right now, this Onalaska offense working pretty efficiently. We saw this in the first drive last week. Holmen giving up a 16-play drive. Sauk Prairie went about 70 yards and ended up in 0 points, which ultimately that's the goal for the defense. So Holmen getting close to their backs against the wall again here to start the game off. Tight end in motion. And Cole looks like a busted play, throwing it out, and I think there was an eligible receiver in the area.
Yeah, busted play like that. It's supposed to be a handoff. You got linemen running downfield to make a block, and then you get that pass.
Oh, and there is some laundry on the field.
Yep, ineligible man downfield.
Apologies, Scott. I got a pillar in my way here.
So you called it without even seeing the flag, so you should put the pinstripes on you.
And we've seen a lot of motions already, a lot of pre-snap movements. If you can get away with that and be clean, it can be advantageous for your offense, but you are at the risk of penalty happening as well. As now a first down and 15 for Onalaska. 8:28 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, like I said, I think that penalty basically just because it was a busted play. It's supposed to be a run.
Cole, quick pass to his right, finds his man. That was Egan on the quick curl route. Second down and a much more manageable 8 for the Hilltoppers. And so Onalaska offense moving quick right now. one of Holmen's strengths, obviously getting pressure on the passer, and Cole just with a quick release so far when they take it through the air.
Yeah, I mean, they're relying a little bit on those yards after catch right now.
Off tackle to the left for Settler. Stiff arm, and Mason Fleury having none of it. The leading tackler for this vaunted Holmen defense. Maybe undersized, but does not lack tenacity, and it sets up 3rd down and a 9. Be interesting to see what Onalaska calls, potentially in 4-down territory. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cole looking to his left, another quick pass, and connects with his man who breaks 1 tackle, and Tristan Moline out past the 15. That will move the chains yet again for Onalaska. It's a big thing we've seen, big theme of the last few years with the Hilltoppers. A lot of speed on the outside and the skill positions. Onalaska using that properly tonight. 1st down and 10. The Viking 14-yard line. Cole with the hard count. Gives it Stetler on the outside and dragging the play out. Great job by that Viking D-line, and sealing the deal again was a Fleury.
There was a wall of black out there. Not a whole lot of room to run.
How about the big man Tristan Brennan showing off his mobility, somehow getting in on the tackle as well.
Sliding right down that line.
2nd down and 11. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Man in motion. And to give to the back up the middle, cut in between the tackles.
Still
Adam Kuhn.
Still moving.
Way to keep those legs churning. And I believe there was it a Brady Kuhn that played for Onalaska a couple years ago? Potential legacy name for the Hilltoppers. 3rd down and 4. Midway through this first quarter, Onalaska chewing a lot of clock right now.
And Onalaska can still get the 1st down. 4 more yards and they could still get a fresh set of downs to try and punch it in.
Cole under shotgun with the snap again to Stetler. Cuts up, and what a tackle. That's John Faraday making the play from the safety spot. Potential snake in the grass blitz there by the junior.
So we got 4th and 2. And it looks like Onalaska is going for it.
Yeah, not much delay at all. Big 4th down. Well, trying to draw the Viking defense off sides with a hard count. Looking to the sidelines for the call. Cole with the give to Kuhn, and stuffed at
Fleury.
the line is Kuhn. And there is Mason Fleury coming out of the scrum. And a huge stop for the Viking defense.
So reminiscent of last week. Long drive, ate up a lot of clock, and no points to show for it.
Bend but don't break, Scott. That is what it is all about when you're facing adversity on defense and your backs are against the walls. This Holmen Viking offense takes the field. Maybe we'll see a vintage 12-minute triple option drive here. Of course, Colin Williams under center. We're going to look at the rest of this Viking offense at the completion of this play. Ryland Eichhoff split off to the right. Jack Barth in motion. Will be a pitch to Barth. Looking for the alley. Able to break through from 1 tackle, and nice play there by Moline. able to trip up the speedster wing back. And here's a quick look at the split off to the left for the Vikings. Say it's Peyton Peterson as Holmen using different looks of it with tight ends and wide receivers this year. A lot of speed on the outside. A lot of speed everywhere as a give up the middle to Kane on 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Kane with a big week last week. You know, first drive started out kind of slow, then managed to break free on a couple big runs. So we'll see if he can't repeat that performance tonight.
And Kane, the leading rusher on the year for the Vikings, 34 carries, 331 yards, almost 10 yards a peg, 6 touchdowns for the Vikings senior. A.J. Alish in motion on 3rd down and 4. Williams with a hard count of his own, but nice discipline by the Hilltopper defense. Williams keeps it on the option, but swallowed up by a sea of Onalaska defenders. And that will set up 4th down, and we've seen Coach Kowalski go for it on 4th down a lot, Scott, but in this situation, I think we'll be seeing the punt team.
Yeah, that would be ill-advised to go for it on 4th down here.
We've only seen the Holmen punting unit one time.
See a nice clean punt here.
Punting for the Vikings, Brock Needham. Clean snap, huge in this field position.
Oh,
and bounces off the Onalaska returner, and
that could have been disaster for Onalaska.
And instead takes a Hilltopper bounce up to the 40. You got to give credit to the gunner there for Holmen. I think maybe spooking the return man, and give even more credit to the savviness and quick thinking of that Onalaska special teams player.
So we're sitting here. We got 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Onalaska ball at the Viking 38-yard line. Give to Stetler. It's up to the 34. For a gain of 3 will be 2nd down and 7.
So we'll see if Coach Brown on that change of possession there, if he had a few words with his DBs and see if they make some changes here, some adjustments.
Could potentially see some tighter coverage on the outside. 2nd down and 7. Cole takes the snap. Give to Stetler to the left and a drag down. See Spa jumping in there. Was unable to see who originally got the tackle. Was able to slow down Stetler. Kason Stetler, if you haven't figured it out by now, the leading rusher for Onalaska. 28 carries, 179 yards, has yet to hit pay dirt. Now 3rd down and 2. I believe the 4th 3rd down conversion we've seen here tonight already for Onalaska. Trying to keep pressure on this Viking defense.
False start there. Hard snap, got number 72 to move just a little bit, Vitaliano Figueroa.
Got to be the most Italian name we've seen all year, Scott.
And yet another student that I drove with. Very nice kid.
So Hilltoppers, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Another hard count attempt by Cole. Looking to his right, out and up, and Cole instead. So the man running the out route and a bit overthrown. Looked like there was some pressure there by.
Yeah, big old Tristan Brennan walking away, Cole laying on his back.
Yeah, you'd be hard-pressed to make a precise throw in that situation as well.
Yeah, he's not a little man. You're not going to be able to see around him.
And Brendan Chenault back to punt.
We're waiting for their punt team to come in.
Have to assume Brendan of some relation to Noah Chenault, kind of a do-it-all man for the Hilltoppers last year. Chenault kicks it off to the right, trying to do a little coffin corner, and pretty well executed.
Probably about the 12 or 13-yard line.
And more importantly for the Hilltoppers, kicking away from Jack Barth.
Yes. Always dangerous.
And Scott, obviously a score important here as we are just a tick under a minute to go in the first quarter. But the Vikings, obviously you want to score, but I think even just improving the field position battle right now.
Right now they're losing that battle, losing time of possession, which hasn't really hurt them because it's still 0-0.
But also this Viking offense just always one play away from the end zone, it seems like. It's been a common theme for them this year. Quick pitch to Barth, who has to jump on it, goes over his head, and I think that will be a safety. The Hilltoppers go up 2-0. Off of the missed exchange between Williams and Barth, and
take another look at that here.
Onalaska defense just bringing a lot of pressure. I think we're seeing the result of that. But Scott, we talk about that field position battle, right? And things like that happen when your back's constantly against the wall.
Right, and like you said, I think that pressure in the backfield has been a big part of it right now, as everybody's, they're trying to disrupt that play in the backfield right now. Make Colin make a quick decision.
As the Needham will be the kicker for this. Of course, for those of you not as familiar with football, in the event of a safety, the team that was on offense does have to kick it back to the team that scored. So very advantageous for Onalaska. See Needham showing off that leg as he does kick it to the 30-yard line. A little miscommunication. Chenault ends up with the rock and cuts through this Holmen kickoff team, and Chenault up to the 42-yard line. And right now, Onalaska with all the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the game, I mean, you look at the stats and you would think that Holmen would just be running away with this game, even after one quarter. But it's a rivalry game, and you got to throw all that out the window. You never know what's going to happen.
And when you're a team coached by Tom Yashinsky, you never count out that. Yashinsky, and I say this respectfully, one of the biggest football nuts that I think I've seen, always speaking at the WFCA conference. He knows his offensive football.
We got a false start there again.
So it will be 1st and 15 now for Onalaska. Ball will be placed at about the 49-yard line.
Oh, we actually have the refs mic'd up here. We were talking last week about how nice it was that the refs were mic'd up.
It's like the AD Jason Luloff making big moves here for the home crowd.
No, we just got to get that digital down marker so that old guys like me that are going blind can see it from here.
Oh, I got you covered on that front, Scott. 1st down and 15 for Onalaska, up 2-0 at the moment, and a screen. Well executed, but tackled on the play was Jackson Egan. Takes it back to that original down marker. Now 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I'm sure that Onalaska would have liked to have picked up a few more yards on that screen. I mean, they were capitalizing on the on that heavy pressure of the front line of Holmen, but only getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Should see one more play here before the end of the first quarter. And to give off tackle, charging up, will move the chains and then some to the 30-yard line, Carson Zineker. And will be Onalaska ball as the clock stopped. There it is, end of the first quarter. 2-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers as we'll flip the field and we'll take a 60-second break, but be back with some MVC football here on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problems, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service. When your car is in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football on WKTY. Teague Fenwick joined by Scott Willinger as this Onalaska offense looking to build on their 2-0 first quarter lead. Start of the second, first down 10 at the Viking 30. And the give to Zineker. It's up to the 27, and I think it's safe to say, Scott, that off tackle.
Yeah, those down blocks by the Onalaska linemen, I mean, they're stretching that play out and creating a nice wall for the running backs to get outside.
And truly a bread and butter play, right? Not breakaways, but they are chipping away 3 to 4 yards and trying to wear out this big Holmen defense. Onalaska, 3 receivers to the left. Potentially look for a quick play to the left side for the Hilltoppers. As Cole looking to his left, finds an open man and just a bit overthrown.
Tanner Siebert there, just over his outstretched arms.
Now 3rd down and 7. Thought Cole was potentially going to use his legs for a moment. Ball on the 27-yard line. Onalaska trying to potentially go up 2 scores here against the Vikings. Give it to Zineker, who tries to find that burst, and wow, wrapped up by A.J. Alish.
By A.J. there.
Looks like all that experience on the mat paying off, Scott. It almost looked like a vintage high C.
Just some good lateral motion there and wrapping up and bringing him down.
4th down and 9. They're in a weird spot here. Onalaska, of course, going for it. Maybe we'll see a hard count by Cole, get more 4th and manageable. 2 receivers to the right. Cole takes the snap, looking to
Stepping
his
up
right.
in the pocket.
Oh, an intercepted by
Fleury.
Mason Fleury. The middle linebacker in the perfect spot in zone coverage. And Fleury, who was the interception leader for the Vikings last year, picks up another one. And on 4th down, but I think a huge play nonetheless, because that gets the crowd into it.
It was, and hopefully the offense. I mean, yeah, it's only a difference of probably 4 or 5 yards. So not a big swing because he caught it. But the momentum hopefully is the big key there.
And Scott, we'll see if this Holmen offense can get rolling. 4 plays so far, a 3 and out, and
and
That
that
fumble
turnover,
that led to a safety.
which we haven't seen yet this year. We haven't seen a lot of mistakes by Holmen.
A lot cleaner team over these last couple of years, and the give to Kane, who's just met at the line. It's Onalaska front seven playing with it's a certain level of aggressiveness that I don't think this Holmen O-line has seen yet.
Yeah, it's almost like they're just shooting the gaps on the line, and one guy is keying on Colin to make his life miserable so he can't get those pitches off. 'Cause, I mean, if you disrupt that, you're going to disrupt the whole offense.
Williams, the key cog in this Vikings offensive crew. Leave Peterson split out to the left. Alishin in motion. And it will be a pass from Williams. Wheel route to Barth and intercepted by Grayson Andel. Williams with the man in his face just had to chuck it up, and Onalaska defender in the right spot.
Yeah, feet not set there. Kind of off balance throw. Throwing it up and hoping that Jack would come down with it. Double coverage on Jack, so that was going to be tough.
And Scott, I don't think many folks would have predicted a pitcher's duel between these two squads. For about a third of a way into this MVC tilt. Onalaska again with the ball. And to give
Right up
middle,
the middle
to Kuhn.
With the throw to the Hilltoppers. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Onalaska yet again in Holmen territory. Controlling field position, controlling time of possession. Just a hair over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mike looking to his left and now connects on that out route to Moline. Chased out of bounds.
Holmen with the reception for the Hilltoppers. First down.
But will be enough to set up a first down. Fresh set of downs for Onalaska. Two receivers to the right. Ball at the Viking 34. And Kuhn taking it. And right now the Hilltoppers just keeping that trio of running backs fresh right now. A couple of them, of course, getting some time on defense, and right now a man down for the Vikings.
We'll probably step away here for a minute.
Yeah, we'll get a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. An update on WKTY.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High school football on WKTY. It's a little update for you. That was Aiden Smith, who's helped being carried off the field. Defensive end senior for the Vikings. Was having a little trouble.
A little ginger on that left leg, it looks like. Hopefully he'll be okay.
And Scott, I think the big win is seeing him walk off. That's,
yes.
We don't know the extent of anything yet, but the fact that it's something it's not too horrible. Smith will get looked at on the sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as we get back to the action on the field.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left.
Almost an empty backfield for Cole. Just a wing back to his right. Will be a give on the sweep to number 14, Wilder Birch. And a flag on the play. We're in the area of holding. So we'll wait for a call from the officials.
And that's what we do have, holding.
So we'll remain 2nd down, but Onalaska now backed up.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. So looking at 2nd and 16 now.
Ball now at the Viking 40. 2 men in the backfield with Cole. Give makes it up to the 34-yard line. That was Zinneker on the carry. Now going to be 3rd down and 10. Zinneker appears to be the hot hand for the Hilltoppers in the backfield tonight. On 3rd down and 10, Cole, 2 receivers to his right. This Viking offense looking for a way to get off the field as a Cole rolling to his right. A lot of green in front of him. Still going to throw it in. A one-handed snag.
Oh.
By Tristan Moling, kept the toe in bounds. We'll get another. Just have to trust us, folks, and Bowling wasn't athletic.
That was one heck of a
as
catch. One arm outstretched, dragging that foot.
Now 1st down for Onalaska. Making good things happen in all sorts of ways tonight as a flag on the play on the give to Kuhn. Could see that one coming back. And 7 minutes, 22 seconds remain as Onalaska move back again. 1st and 15 on the Viking 25-yard line. And Scott wouldn't have predicted this score, but also wouldn't have guessed that this is a battle of who might shoot themselves in the foot less tonight.
Right. I mean, right now it's Onalaska with their penalties. That's killing them. Holmen with their turnover. Both teams with turnovers.
2 men to the right. Cole looking for a man and able to find Chenault up the middle. Spa meets him at the 15. Setting up yet another 3rd down and a short situation. Apologies, second down. Second down and 5. 6:48 remaining in the second quarter. Cole to Zineker. Falls forward to the 11. Now will be a third down and short.
There's Faraday coming up. Stopping any more forward momentum there.
Another huge third down, 4-down territory for the Hilltoppers, so 2 plays to work with.
Direct snap.
Little trickery by Onalaska, taken down at the 10.
Faraday stepping up.
Faraday.
But looks like forward progress was enough.
We'll be close.
No,
Could see a chain gang appearing. Won't even need them.
No.
4th and short. And Scott, how about John Faraday doing his best Jaron Nygren impersonation this game?
All over the field, stepping up.
Strong safety, making plays wherever they're needed. Now 4th down. Ball at the Holmen 10. Onalaska.
So here's another bend,
2-point lead.
bend but don't break scenario for Holmen.
Cole give to Zineker and
Oh.
met behind the 10 and could come down to the spot. Mason Fleury making a great play nonetheless.
Looks like that far line judge, he's right on the line.
Zineker and Fleury,
So
a
he would be
collision
short.
course you love to see.
He's going to be short on that spot.
And this game, this situation, you got to bring out the chain crew. As Zineker, just the power back for the Hilltoppers. Fleury met him with the plum and will be close, and wow!
Turnover on downs.
By
Nice.
the skin of their teeth, the Vikings defense holds on, and it will be Holmen ball.
And we can't see how close that was from here, but that ref had to walk all the way around and get a better angle.
Not enough zoom on that camera, and another admirable stop by Holmen. Vikings offense takes the field looking to find any type of momentum they can. Coming off of the interception, their last possession, Alish in motion. Will be a fullback give up to Kane. Charges his way up to the 13.
Where did Williams keep that?
Well, pretty good mesh there then. If we're calling it wrong. If I'm calling it wrong, I'll say.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a little bit of a broken play in the backfield, and Collin just turned upfield. Able to pick up 3.
Onalaska defense staying stout. Not giving up the big plays that we're used to seeing from the Vikings.
Looking at that interior line there.
It's a lot of size. 4 or 5 man front giving different looks. Williams the give again to Kane. Stopped at the line. 3rd down and 8. It's a shade over 4 minutes remaining.
You know, we got to.
Here in the first half.
Holman's got to work on that field position too. I mean, they're pinned deep in their own territory.
Yeah, 0 snaps on Onalaska's side of the field. Alish in motion. Williams with the pitch to Alish, looking for an opening. It sheds one tackler up to the 26 or 21. Sorry, the 16. And Alice short of the first down. A lot of effort for a few yards, and this Vikings punt team will take the field yet again.
Yeah, the Holmen offense changing things up a little bit there. It looked like Barth was out there for the block for Alish.
Yeah,
when
the
it's
arc
usually
block.
the other way around.
And we'll have a timeout called by Coach Yashinsky. So we'll take a 60-second timeout here as well on WKTY.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High school football on WKTY. That was a quick 60-second break. We get back to the action. Holmen's punt team taking the field. Needham with the punt. And Jakai, to making his way down. Yet another huge play on special teams by the junior. How many times this year has we haven't seen many punts, but I think I had the first man down every time.
Yeah, and I think, it has a lot to do with that speed. Holmen's got a lot of speed on their team.
We've seen a lot of gutsy stops by this Holmen defense. Crucial, especially at this juncture in the half. Can they potentially get a quick stop? Onalaska with 2 timeouts to work with, 3:04 remaining. Well, changing the call at the line. The give and a fumble, and Cole able to fall back on it. A couple of funky bounces going on Alaska's way.
And it looks
second
like we
down
got
and 14.
Christian Tisdale in for Smith at that left defensive end.
Tisdale, the sophomore. Big moment for him to come in and try and make an impact. Quick pass out to the left, connected with his man, and a nice job of getting in on the tackle right away was Landon Kelly. And do we see a timeout by Coach Kowalski here? Looks like they'll let the clock run. 3rd down and 11. No 2-minute warning in high school football, of course, as the clock runs past that 2-minute mark.
No, and I think probably hoping to get the ball back and save those timeouts for the offense.
Onalaska, of course, still in attack mode at this point. Fake to his left, looking to his right. Think we'll have a hold there, but on the catch was Tanner Siebert.
Either a hold or a pick.
Illegal block of some sort.
Although we could be wrong. Either 4th and 5 or 3rd and
longer.
A lot longer. Oh.
Ineligible receiver. So that'll move him back 5. Now 3rd down and 16. 1:33 remaining. So I think that play just took a little too long to come to fruition. One of the old linemen from Onalaska just a little too far downfield. Trips to the left for the Hilltoppers. Cole, of course, looking to his left, finds a man in the gap and dropped by Luke Siegel. The Vikings get one more possession. Hey, looking to go for a twofer, Scott.
Siegel's going to be kicking himself after that one because that was right in his hands.
Had some space to work with as well.
I think he was probably thinking about that first move after the catch. Took his eyes off the ball there.
So Chenault back to punt. Barth and Faraday on the return team, and almost blocked, but nice job adapting there by the Anna junior. And Holmen will be Holmen ball at the 19-yard line. Okay, give credit to Brendan Chenault.
Yeah,
he's holding on to that ball for a bit longer.
Ping Su Shong in on that almost block.
Yeah, was in the right spot, but that's not something you plan for, is punter hitting a fake on you like that. We'll see how Holmen operates here with a minute to go in the first half. Pitch to Barthu, able to field it, cuts through a couple defenders and gets up to the 26-yard line.
Yep.
And we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. I'll be back with some more MVC action here on WKTY.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Welcome back, folks, to high school football on WKTY. Vikings are looking to get on the board here with 52 seconds to go into the second quarter, down 2-0 to Onalaska. And I'm guessing the primary objective, Scott, how do you get into Needham range?
Yeah, at least give them a shot, right?
And the pitch to Kane, looking to use that speed on the outside, and Kane getting up to the 42
and out of bounds.
So we'll be able to save a timeout. 45 seconds to go. Great play call there by Coach Kowalski, and the offense executed. First down and 10, Holmen at their own 40-yard line, looking to get into Anna territory for the first time this evening. We near the close of the second quarter. Barth in motion and a jet sweep to Barth. Not something you see often. Barth kind of pulled outside, gets to the 45, kept in bounds, and it will be a timeout.
Might as well keep it here, Teague.
Yeah, nice job by the Onalaska defense, stretching the field a little bit.
Take a second to thank all of our sponsors, too, while we're here. We've got Next Level Exteriors, Lappin's LLC, Bernie Buckner, Andy's Main Street Auto, Enhanced Driving Institute, Holmen Cheese, The Grind Coffee House, WNB Financial, Beaver Builder Supply, Innate Life Family Chiropractic, and Hacienda Vieja, and Firefighters Credit Union, who sponsors all of Coulee Region sports.
We appreciate all of our sponsors for their support, helping make this happen here tonight. We get back to the action on the field. And Scott, I know we saw during warm-ups neat and able to kick comfortably from about the 30. So I think Holmen at least got to get to the 25. It looks like the flag is blowing north, so at least the one I'm looking at. Maybe a little
dying down
northeast.
A little bit.
Second down and 5. This Holmen offense starting to heat up. And a counter toss. Look at the end around to number 17, Ryland Eichhoff, who gets up to the Onalaska 41. 29 seconds to go. Must have another play dialed up. Or we'll see a spike here by Williams. With 25 seconds remaining. And
so not a whole lot of time off the clock there because they did have to stop the clock to move the sticks.
And hey, we've gushed about Eichhoff's track speed, right? Was at the state track meet at University of Wisconsin lacrosse last spring. Now able to show off those wheels a little bit, and even nice football move there, making a man miss and picking up the first down. Well spotted at the 42. Dalen Herman split out to the left, speed option, and Williams calls his own number, makes the cut
back to the inside.
up to the 38,
Fumble.
and fumble. And it will be Onalaska ball. And right as this Holmen offense picks up some steam. Costly fumble there by Williams, who's had a trying first half, but Scott, 18 seconds remaining, you have to assume Onalaska doesn't try anything too fancy here, but I think turnover aside there's some confidence in this Holmen offense now.
And
Cole
that will
takes
be the last play. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have been able to predict 2-0 at the half.
No, the way these teams have been scoring.
And it's going to be interesting looking at the stats when I'm able to get those pulled up.
Yeah, as both teams are making their way to the locker rooms. Hilltoppers up at 2-0. The Holmen Viking marching band taking the field. I think it is parents' night tonight as well.
So probably go to a few commercials here, Teague, while we try and dig up some stats. And then we'll give everybody the band for a little bit. And then we'll come back in a little while with some stats.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break for the festivities and then be back for some halftime analysis here on WKTY. First week of MVC football. Hilltoppers up at 2-0 on the Vikings at the half.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builders Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problem, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service. When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service. For any plumbing problem, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service.
Yeah. 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 Hall of Famer, how did you not know? Championship, about to win a Super Bowl. Fans in the stand, love it when I'm in the dome. Touchdown dance, celebrating cause I'm home. Cleats on my feet, running routes all day. Shotgun, Wildcat, I know all the plays. Could've been a quarterback, just put me in the game. I was born a champion, and I just want the ring. MVP, I'm the best on the list. You can join the team cause we headed to the ship. Hey, you looking at a champ. Hey, you looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. All I do is win. You looking at a champ, and we going to the ship. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. Hey, all we do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win.
You're looking at a C-H-A-M-P. Every time I do it, make it look easy. Better be prepared when you come for me. Don't talk me to death, you know that stuff cheap. I go hard on the west, I go hard on the east. It don't really matter either way, I'ma eat. You know I do numbers, 1, 2, 3, count on me like work easy. I can do it in my sleep. I do not know defeat. Championship rings on my hand, go bling in games when I please. Good night, R.I.P. Ain't no OT. You are not a champ, boy. You all wanna be.
You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. All I do is win. You looking at a champ, and we going to the ship. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. Hey, all we do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win.
2, 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High school football here on WKTY. Onalaska Hilltoppers up at 2-0 on the Holmen Vikings here in the first half of Mississippi Valley Conference action. Team Fenwick joined by Scott Willinger for the halftime breakdown. Scott, for once, we'll take the camera back to us for a moment here before the band takes the field. Not going to run out of breath during the scoring summary, as the only thing we have to report, Onalaska scoring on a safety after the missed pitch from Colin Williams to Jack Barth. in their own territory. But, Scott, that's what happens, as we talked about. Onalaska is winning in every phase, maybe besides special teams, but they've won the field advantage battle. They've won the time of possession battle, and I think we saw it start to wear on the Vikings as the game went along.
Yeah, and to your point, Teague, they've also won the yardage battle too. I mean, they've been able to control the ball. Fortunately for Holmen, their defense held pat in those goal line stands, able to prevent Onalaska from getting in and scoring a touchdown. So, they've been bending, but they didn't break. So still some life in them, and we'll see what they come up with here in the second half. See if they make some changes to the offense and to the defense.
Scott, talk about being a star in your role. Chad Blank coming through with some halftime food for the broadcast crew. Scott, it's been one of those halves. Here's the thing. We did see that Viking offense pick up some momentum again. A turnover costing the Vikings there at the end of the half. And this is one of those things, only 2-0, but this could be a lot worse for Holmen at the moment. And I think that they are probably getting that and maybe somewhat animated form from Coach Kowalski in the locker room right now.
Right. Onalaska, they've outgained Holmen in yardage throughout the whole game, but they've also shot themselves in the foot with all their penalties. They've had quite a few penalties, moved the ball back. And for Holmen, it's been turnovers. That's been their Achilles heel so far this half. So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make.
And that's one of my favorite parts. Is this is the first game that both teams have been in it going into the second half. Those adjustments are going to be huge. We could see some huge plays from either side, as it will be a Viking ball going into the second half. We do have some more action going around the MVC here tonight. As I do know, Mr. Drew Kelly and Tyler are covering lacrosse Logan versus Sparta, as it's all Mississippi Valley Conference across the board. I know we all have a scoreboard that we could potentially pull up for you as well later on, but we'll take a break here, Scott. Let the band play things out. We'll be back. Talk more MVC. Talk about the keys going into the second half here on WKTY.
Coming off a rock-solid summer, the Vikings are fired up to open up with our 2025 World Tour. We're an American band led by drum major Luke Steve. Drum major and Weber kicks off the field show with Rebel Yell. into overdrive with Guns N' Roses classic, Welcome to the Jungle. Closes the set with Twisted Sisters Rally Cry. We are not gonna take it. Thanks for rocking with the Motion Vikings. See you next week, brother. Great job, man.
bouncing, talking to this trap. Stacks on the floor, money everywhere, she clap. Bottles getting pop, spot getting hot, and we out of control. She's shaking, 5 a.m. and we still on the road.
Hold up. People plotting on my downfall, I see the haters. Same ones that hit my line when they need a favor. I'm in my zone, I put the throne on Revis Island. Champagne on the plane, selfies with the pilot. Time up since the money made them love me. Guess I'm buying on my friends, claiming that you on my team. But I'm the only one that's clutch for the win. Been a warrior, I'm Steph Curry with the pen. Real rap, only facts, I know you feel that. Don't ever get up out of pocket like a quarterback. My empire strong as iron and it full of fat. Take what I want, if you don't give it up, I'm at your neck. Reckless, real reckless. Blowing checks quick. Stepping in the lions, then it's suicide, don't try it, man. I don't sweat the stress, in the end I know I'm winning.
Pretty on the pole, bouncing, talking to this trap shit. Stacks on the floor, money everywhere, she clap. Bottles getting pop, spot getting hot, and we out of control. She's shaking, 5 a.m. and we still on the road.
In the zone, on the throne, I'm the top dog. I'm the G that people call when it pop off. Follow the leader, I'm about to turn it up raw. No, don't get in the way, you'll be the last straw. From the bottom, everybody saw a king rise. It was visionary, look into my eyes. Been about it since the hater nation been doubting. Was a prince all the time, should have been crowned me. All rise got royalty on fleet. Let's have a parade on my street. Pulling bangs out, show them how the crew roll. Out of control, Lamborghini for the lifeboat. Princesses, all about in them dresses. My investments, the head front impresses, increases. Good paper, great thesis. Straight A's all the way, good life teachers.
Pretty on the pole, bouncing, talking to this trap shit. Stacks on the floor, money everywhere, she clap. Bottles getting pop, spot getting hot, and we out of control. She's shaking, 5 a.m. and we still on the road. Pretty on the pole, bouncing, talking to this trap shit. Stacks on the floor, money everywhere, she clap. Bottles getting pop, spot getting hot, and we out of control. She's shaking, 5 a.m. and we still on the road.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football on WKTY. Second half action about to get underway here. Pete Fenwick and Scott Willinger on the call here in the Week 1 MVC slate. Of course, Logan playing against Sparta. Toma and Baraboo taking each other on tonight. And Central squaring off against Reedsburg. And Holmen with the ball to start the second half. Almost essentially a 0-0 game. Scott, who's leading the way for the stats here going into the third quarter?
So we'll start with Onalaska. They're obviously leading all stat categories right now overall. So Ian Cole looks like he's got 10 of 14 for 90 yards, and we saw a lot of those swing passes, screens. And then for rushing, for rushing, I got to go back here. Okay, there we go. Carson Zinnicker with 31 yards. Adam Kuhn, 17 yards. So overall, it looks like Onalaska's got 140 yards of total offense. And for Holmen, Elijah Kane, 17 yards on 4 attempts. Jack Barth, 18 yards on 3 attempts. Ryland Eichhoff, 1 attempt for 13 yards, so 48 total yards of offense for Holmen, all on the ground. So it definitely has been a defensive battle.
And about 75% of those yards coming in about the last minute of the second quarter. Second half action underway. Onalaska with the kick. An angle to the right, taken at the 20 by Faraday, who finds an opening and one man to beat. John Faraday going to get the Vikings on the board in a big way. First play of the second half, and John Faraday takes it to the house, 80 yards.
Found that seam along the right-hand side, great blocking. No laundry on the field. And just like that, Holmen takes the lead.
Just like a shot of adrenaline, this Viking crowd has come to life. And Scott.
Oh, there is a flag.
See laundry on about the 41-yard line.
I did not see that earlier. Well, we'll see if those points stay on the board.
Could be sideline interference as well. I mean, usually you see on a kickoff there's something in the form of blocking, but we'll listen in.
Oh,
wow,
he pointed to the wrong side. He said on Onalaska.
Yeah, and it was a conduct against the Onalaska bench. So someone crossing over that boundary over there, potentially probably run into the official or something on a kickoff, unintentional, but nonetheless, they had the markers for a reason. I think just a warning or it's assessed on the kickoff. But what a play to start the second half as Brock Needham on the point after attempt. Lummis on the hold. It is up and it is good, and we are going to head right to a break. Vikings up 7-2 on the Hilltoppers. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problems, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service.
Welcome back to high school football on WKTY, and if you missed the first play of the half, that is not an error on the scoreboard.
We'll see if we can't replay this here, Teague.
Faraday, just great blocking there by the return team, and there's the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, but able to shoot through, beat out Egan, who was the last man, the last line of defense for the Hilltoppers. And Scott, probably one of the biggest Empire Stadium pops that I've heard.
Oh, it was crazy.
Time commentating. Hey, whether it be from scrimmage and onside attempts by the Vikings, a little tactical given the field position. On the boomerang and falling on it is number 4, Tristan Moling. Hey, not a whole lot lost there in terms of field position. Might as well go for it. Onalaska offense taking the field yet again. Onalaska has to have 18 minutes of possession through 24 minutes of this game, and no offensive points to show for it.
And we see Aiden Smith back in there at that left defensive end position. So
plenty of tape on that leg. Cole looking to his left. Quick pass to Moling. Slips on the grass. Scott, first grass field game that we've had this year.
It is. And, you know, a little damp. Probably needs some longer cleats. Saw that he tried to plant his foot and feet slid right out from underneath him.
Call me a traditionalist, but almost refreshing to see football on a grass field.
It is.
Second down and 9. Hand split out to the left. Cole with the give up the middle to Zineker. Just lowers his shoulder, charges his way through. We talked at halftime a little bit, Scott. I think it's fair to say Onalaska winning the battle of the trenches on both sides, making life hard for that Holmen offense to make moves in the first half. And I mean, we talk about the Hogs up front averaging 220. They are getting good push. Even on plays that don't look great for Onalaska, they're still picking up a couple of yards. Man in motion for the Hilltoppers.
Give right up the middle.
And this time met in the
right
backfield.
there.
Aiden Smith showing his impact right away as he makes his return in the second half.
I mean, Aiden was almost in there for that handoff, so it was a great shot. Shot the gap there.
A second down and a 12.
You know, Aiden doesn't have the same size that that Brennan and Jepson have, but definitely got some speed.
Cole rolling to his left, finds Inniker, and nice wrap
Nice
up
tackle
by Landon Kelly, the junior out at cornerback. Now third down and 10, and Onalaska, who's often was efficient in the first half. This could almost be the most crucial time to potentially have a 3-and-out.
right? And then hopefully come back, offense, have a big play, and just really, really turn the momentum back around Holmen's way.
Three receivers to the left, screen play, and right in on the play. How about Tristan Brennan?
Staying home, did not bite on that screen.
No fly zone for the 330-pound nose tackle.
I almost would have liked to have seen the big man pick that off and try. Well, no.
Try and make a couple moves.
Yeah, no. I know from experience us linemen are not supposed to be running with the ball.
Nose tackle cardio challenge. It's on Alaska. Hold back to punt. Fields the low snap. Gets it off.
To Barth.
Barth bobbles the snap and tackle, and a turnover. Fourth of the night as the Onalaska gunner, Josh Phillips, recovers the muff punt.
So something that we have not seen yet this year, mistakes. And they're plentiful tonight.
This does look like Holmen with a chance to potentially extend their lead. This Onalaska offense keeps finding ways to maintain possession of the ball. Cole trips to the left. Looking up the middle for his man, and a touchdown strike. Cole to Jackson Egan. And we have our second lead change in the last 3 minutes of game time. Cole on the 20-yard connection.
Yeah, it almost looked like that pass was meant for Tristan Moling. And just, I mean, he ran right by and right on his backside.
And Egan kind of a staple guy for the Hilltoppers. You see him kicking, making plays on defense. Now Onalaska going for two. Looking to go up 3 with 9:12 to go in the third quarter. Cole trying to roll out, almost tripped up. Will be a penalty on the play. It's good to Egan on the 2 points.
But that will come back. Be a longer try.
That will be a hold. And Onalaska has tried a point after. They do have a kick team. Of course, you go there to go up 3. If you're the Hilltoppers, do you still just take the shot from the 15? So 2-point attempt. Onalaska regains the lead. Scott, I think we have ourselves a football game now.
We do. I mean, Pater, it's been hard to come by for both these teams. And in what, 3 minutes, we've seen 2 scores.
Cole able to fire it off to the corner. And what a breakup
Landon
by
Kelly.
Huge tackles and a perfect deflection. We've seen Mullen make athletic plays tonight, and boy, did he get up for it, but Kelly somehow able to match. And we're going to take a 45-second break, and we'll be back. More MVC action here on WKTY.
When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Welcome back to high school football on WKTY. Onalaska retaking the lead on a 20-yard strike from Cole to Egan.
You know, and that muffed reception on the punt return by Barth, it's those mistakes that come back to haunt you. So hopefully the offense can get going here again.
Oh, and a squib. And, yeah, if you're trying to avoid Barth, you're either kicking to Ayed or Faraday. We saw how that played out in the last kickoff. So Onalaska looking to give up a little field position. I think well-calculated play there.
Right. Take out that big play.
These two teams with some epic battles over the years. 10 years ago on this field, Holmen up 21-0 in the second quarter. Onalaska came charging back to win 42-21. The Hilltoppers' first win over the Vikings in a long time. Started a long streak. Pitched to Barth on the sweep. Finds Alley. Cuts through it now. Jack Barth on the sideline.
Turning on the burners.
Taken down by Chenault, but not before. Picking up about 40 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Again, another self-inflicted error by the Vikings. Toss to Barth. Always a fun home run shot by Holmen, but they have those plays in them. Now the Vikings offense going to have to work a little bit more. We've just seen this team have a hard time finding a rhythm all evening.
Yeah, credit to Onalaska defense there. I mean, they've been keeping the Holmen offense off balance all night long.
On tight formation here for the Vikings. And a midline triple to Kane. Met in the backfield. I think he lost a yard. Will be second down. About 18.
You know, and we don't have height and weight for Onalaska, but I'm guessing. So we got 95 Demarion
Black. Yep. Looks like he comes in at about 6 feet 280.
And 78, we've got Sheldon Wright. I mean, he's another big boy.
5'11", 270. Barth in motion. Another midline triple pitch to Alish. A nice block by Barth, but Alish met by a pair of Hilltopper defenders. That's
really
Chenault and Zinneker.
Good pursuit by Onalaska there.
How many times have we called Chenault and Zinneker's names tonight?
Sam is looking for his mom, Sarah. Sam will actually be with Mr. Sackett down at the concession area.
Third down and 17. Vikings ball in their own territory. Speed option, a pitch to Barth. Trying to beat a man outside, and tackled at the shoelaces.
I almost
by
think that
Siebert.
if he had kept going instead of that little stutter step there, he would have been good. He would have been able to turn it up on the outside there.
4th down and 11. And Onalaska in their defensive line, the way they're stretching out these plays, not letting the speed of the Vikings beat them this evening. Another 3rd and 3 and out for Holmen as it need them back to punt. And almost over the head of the Onalaska returner, but Wilder takes it up to the 40-yard line,
there.
charging to the 45, and meet Spa. They go out of bounds.
About 15 to 20-yard return on that.
And again, we saw Onalaska in the spot in the first half. They're starting to get the field position advantage. And this Holmen defense, and they are putting up a valiant effort. I think they're starting to put things together, but you can only be on the field for so long, Scott.
Right. I mean, this is the first test that they've really had this year.
And split out to each side. Cole on the curl route. Going past the 50-yard line is Luke Siegel.
And mental frustration there. I have a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, was that
I believe it was Jakai.
Coming in a little late. So that'll move the Hilltoppers even further into Viking territory.
It was either Jakai or Faraday. They were both down there at the play.
Nonetheless, even better field position.
I believe it
for
was
Onalaska.
Faraday on that play.
Cole on the draw to Kuhn. Gets up to the 25. 2nd down and 5. If you're an Onalaska supporter and you're drawing up a game plan of how you want to win this game, I think this is exactly how you drew it up.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's been ground and pound and pass player.
Cole looking to his left on the out and up. Kelly trying to keep up and broke it up to not turn around, and that will be a pass interference. I know the Vikings fans won't like that call, but
yeah, you gotta make an attempt at the ball. Both players down. It looks like they're both cramping. I don't mean to laugh, but
even on a cold night, hustle play by both of them.
So hey, while we got a minute here, our PA announcer Dave Moling on the Booster Club. I told him we give the Booster Club a shout out. In 2024-2025, the Holmen Booster Club gave out over almost $110,000 to activities.
Wow.
Throughout Holmen. So anybody that's listening, get your memberships, support the Booster Club. They got the Booster Bash in the springtime, which is a fun time with raffles and band. So, yeah, support the Holmen Booster Club.
Good stuff there. I know they just gave out their awards the other night as well. Holmen coach Matt Rink winning one of the awards. Give up the middle to Zinneker. Falls forward to the 13. Just like we say, it's got the Holmen defense there, but Onalaska winning the battle at the line. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, Holmen has not had a whole lot of presence in the backfield tonight. We've gotten in on a few plays.
Yeah, a team with about 7 tackles for loss. 2 games heading into tonight. Again to Zineker, and Onalaska lives by the motto, pound the rock, and Zineker able to keep the play going.
Head down, legs churning.
Now be a first down and goal. Carson Zineker, just a workhorse this evening. Lines up again behind Cole. Off tackle to the left, and this time Zineker again met by a host of Vikings, but
met right at the line, but still
able to pick up yardage. Second down and 3. Second down and goal from the 3. 4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
So we got second and goal from the 2.
Cole with the bootleg to his right. Lot of green, and met by Ayed. Gets up to the 1. There's the smoke and mirrors we were talking about, and
so that little naked bootleg there rolling out.
Third down and goal. Onalaska looking to extend their 1-point lead. Kuhn the ball carrier and into the end zone. Touchdown, Adam Kuhn, the sophomore, finds pay dirt. And Onalaska now with a 7-point lead.
Let's see if they go for 2. Just going for the PAT
so
here.
They will stay up 1 score. Point after attempt. And flag on the field.
Delay a game, I think.
Not something you see often. We'll move the Hilltoppers back 5 yards. Grayson Andel, the holder. I think Mason Zimmer, sophomore, the kicker. And a low kick, but gets over the crossbar. And we'll take a 45-second break and be back here on WKTY Onalaska, up 15-8 on the Vikings.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State Coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Back high school football on WKTY. Onalaska 15, Holmen 8.
We have a game, Teague.
Sorry, Holmen 7, 8-point lead for the Hilltoppers.
Assuming we're going to see another squib kick here.
Egan kicking off. Squibs it to the middle, and Barth gonna field it. Looking for a gap, and caught a nice tackle. Vikings will get the ball at their own 31-yard line. It's got, I know, 15 minutes of game time left, but this Vikings offense needs to get some momentum rolling.
They do. I mean, outside of the kick return at the start of the half, they still really haven't gotten any momentum.
See if the line can get a good push. Vikings can still open up the playbook a little bit. As the splits in tight now on the outside. And a bootleg zoned by Williams. Finds his man and breaking a tackle.
One defender away from taking it to the house.
Was
there.
Eli Kane out in the flat. Now into Onalaska territory, under 3 minutes to go.
So, I mean, we see that they can open up the game a little bit and pass, and they probably got to get some quick passes in.
Don't know if we'll see.
Don't need anything deep.
Because Onalaska does have speed. And their defensive backs. Alish in motion. Williams keeping it on the option, and nice job by Williams. Breaks through a tackle up to the 40-yard line. Will be 2nd down and 4.
Good gain of 6 there.
Great cut by the senior quarterback. Now this Vikings offense with a breath of life. And still no offensive touchdown by Holmen yet. One score coming off the John Faraday kick return. And the pitch to Alish finds the alley. And up to the 31. Great blocking there on the outside. Seeing great blocking by Alish for Barth, and number 7 returning the favor.
Yeah, and there, AJ, you know, he looked to take it all the way to the outside. Thought better of it because he would have drawn his blocker into a block in the back and just cut it up the middle, or back to the inside.
And this is the offense that we kind of saw at the end of the first half. Now just with a little more time to breathe and operate. Formation changed up a little bit. Pitch to Barth again, trying to find the corner. And what a juke by the senior, lowering his shoulder as well.
Stutter step to the inside and then cut it right back out.
Showing off all the tools in that tool belt on that one, making the defender pay at the end. Another 1st down for Holmen. And this was a question we asked, when slowed down, can the Vikings sustain a drive? We are seeing it right now.
And they're spreading the wealth, right? They're making the defense, or taking the defense, and they're keying on people, taking that out of the game a little bit.
Alish in motion. Williams pitch to Alish. Finds the corner and a drag down, but not before taking the defender with them. Almost up to
another great run there, and great block by Barth.
The 5-yard line, and no change necessary. 1st and goal for the Vikings.
So like we mentioned earlier, Teague, a little role reversal. AJ getting the rock.
A couple plays left here in the 3rd quarter. Holmen looking to get the Hilltoppers to jump. On the hard count. 1st and goal
I see
the
Eli
Onalaska
running right up the
7-yard
middle.
line. And pitch to Barth, and almost on the fumble. That was number 1, Josh Phillips, disrupting the pitch.
So again, mental mistakes. At that point, Colin probably should have just kept the ball. Didn't see the closing of the defender there. And another momentum killer.
May have been a missed read there. I think Kane maybe had an opening, and Onalaska now the team making up plays with their backs against the wall. And this offense, Scott, has not been stopped yet. Holmen defender coming out late, defensive end. Give up the middle. And gain about a yard or two. Make that 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
That was Degner hustling out there.
As we head to the end of the 3rd, Scott. The Onalaska 15, Holmen 7. Hilltoppers looking to close this game out. We'll be back in 45 seconds here on WKTY.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Back for high school football on WKTY. A 4th quarter action here in this Mississippi Valley Conference tilt. Hilltoppers up 15-7 on the Vikings, who their best drive of the game stopped on 1st and goal. Josh Phillips, the senior, making maybe the play of the game, getting in the way of the pitch between Williams and Barth. There'll be a flag on the play. False start. The Onalaska offense, 1st down and 15. Well, Scott, an action-packed 3rd quarter. 2 points scored in the first 2 frames. And then saw a trio of touchdowns in the 3rd. And I think if you're home and you almost need a pace like that here in the 4th.
Yeah, and it's gut check time for this defense. I mean, they need to get a stop.
Siegel in motion. Cole looking deep, well covered, and incomplete.
Little too much mustard on that pass there. I don't think anybody would have come down in bounds with that pass. Good coverage there, too. I believe that was Faraday out there.
Looked like 2 and 3, I believe.
2 and 3?
So I think Herman and
Kelly,
whose name we've called a few times tonight. Now 3rd down and 12, Scott. Holmen in a great spot they can hold. Could find themselves in good field position. Cole's made big plays on 3rd down all night. Pass out to the flats. A lot of space for Zinnicker. What a wrap up. Whenever you need a big play on defense, Mason Fleury is there. Leading the team in tackles coming into tonight, and I think that will be the case as this game closes out. And huge play to start the quarter for the Vikings. Now the question is, Scott, can they find their way into the end zone? Barth back to return. Oh, and a high short punt, so Holmen needs to get out of the way. Yep. And we'll be Viking ball at the Onalaska 34. Short field.
That's
for Williams and crew to work with. And Scott, a lot of errors by the Vikings offense tonight, but it's all a moot point if you can find a way to score and convert on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even talked about that. I mean, they're only down one score, but they need that 2-point conversion.
Time not necessarily of the essence quite yet, but if you score here, you know how the conversion goes. You have an idea of how you can play the rest of this game out. But that's you got to score first.
Well, I think with the leg of Brock, they can go for one and hopefully get in field goal position.
Oh, and a deep pass up the middle to Allison. Thrown to the left, intercepted. Fumble, though, and might have 2 turnovers on the same play. Williams.
Oh, my goodness. This is some
interception to
football.
Siebert. And then Siebert on the fumble.
Had that pass been more to the right,
Alish
was
wide
gone.
open. Being told defined as a long completion, essentially, Scott, is what we got. Won't mark it that way in the stat book, but I don't think the Holmen fans care regardless. Viking ball at the Hilltopper 22-yard line. Madness here in week 1 of Mississippi Valley action. Barth nowhere to run, so just lowers his shoulder. Set up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he saw a wall of white there and nothing to do except lower your shoulder and dish out some punishment, hopefully. Again, that Onalaska defense, I mean, they're just sliding right down the line and creating those walls and not giving any lanes for the running backs.
Well, you got to give credit to Black Deer and the inside linebackers, almost completely taking Elijah Kane out of this game in the middle. Barth in motion. Bootleg by Williams, who a lot of room in front of him. He's going to call his own number and get up to the 10-yard line, and a late hit. Williams up right away. Don't think he really felt that one.
Nope, he'll probably feel it in the morning, but adrenaline's going right now. Is a great run there. You know, we're a little ways away here. It looked like it might have been close. You know, it's one of those things where
a lot of speed from both sides.
And you don't, as a defender, you don't want to pull up because the offensive guy could just turn and run up the field.
Oh, yeah. No ill intent by the Hilltopper defender.
But in any case, nice break there for Holmen after a good run by Williams. You know, we'll see if they can't capitalize 1st and goal.
Barth in motion and false start.
Well, first time that they've been hit with that. A lot of times with that triple option, you get guys in motion. We usually see a lot more of those.
Well, 1st and goal, back where we started. Is that the late hit penalty did not occur. God, I think we saw more penalties tonight than the first 2 games combined.
Penalties, turnovers. I mean, the mistakes that we're seeing tonight are typical of what we would see in the first 2 games.
Barth in motion. Pitch to Barth, looking to cut up again. The play extended out and met by over half of the Onalaska defense.
I mean, just great pursuit there. I mean, you almost wonder if there's got to be some kind of misdirection to get that offense or that defense of Onalaska shifting one way and flowing one way.
And we saw the midline triple use a couple of times. Don't know if we've seen a counter yet, Scott. Second down and 9, and obviously you can kick it with Needham, but you're this close. You want to find a way to punch it in. And there it is, the midline triple. Quick pitch to Alish. Needs to beat Chenault and does. And A.J. Alish across the goal line and touchdown Vikings. Williams, great decision. Alish has to outrun one of the best athletes for the Hilltoppers. And we'll get a quick look at that before the PAT. Wow.
Yes, Teague, we are live here.
Wow, beautifully
Great
drawn
block.
up. There's
Great
the misdirect.
run.
Scott, we got to get you a headset maybe for Coach Kowalski to hear, because you are calling this well right now. And, of course, not a point after attempt, of course. We will see the Viking offense take the field, looking to tie things up with 9:03 to go in the fourth quarter. And timeout called by Onalaska. We'll take a timeout as well and be back in 30 seconds. You're on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
And we're back. Holman set to go for the 2-point conversion.
Looking to tie the game up, and Scott does not get much better than this.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a slugfest, sloppy slugfest, but a slugfest nonetheless.
First home game for the Vikings, Parents' Night. The Onalaska, the traveling Ozone, pretty well-filled road crowd. And here we go, 2-point attempt, Barth in motion. Williams on the bootleg, throws it to the corner, and almost brought in by Eichhoff. Not a whole lot of room to operate on the sideline there, and I think maybe just a bit off mark, but also well covered. Still plenty of time to go now, Scott, and this Vikings defense will take a 30-second break, and Onalaska will get the ball back. Up 2 with 9:03 to go on WKTY.
For any plumbing problems, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service. When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Welcome back to high school football here on WK2Y. Fourth quarter action here at Empire Stadium. And we have a 2-point game after the Alish touchdown run.
You know, I'm trying
this
to
2-point attempt.
I'm trying to decide, Teague, whether the games that are high scoring, lots of big plays, or these nail biters are more exciting.
You know, yeah, not exactly the Red River shootout tonight, right? But now that it's down to the nitty-gritty, I think the stress catches up now at this juncture.
It does.
Well, also when it's low score, every play feels so much more crucial. Needham with the kick to the right. Fielded by Chenault, who drops it originally. Now running to his right, looking for a lane, breaks one tackle and gets up to the 28.
It looks like Landon Kelly in on that initial hit that slowed him down just a little bit.
Kelly making all sorts of impactful plays here tonight. Now Onalaska Under 9 minutes to go. We'll see if they go back to their ground game a little more. Try to control the clock. Man in motion. There it is, little trap.
Big hole up the middle.
Coon.
That O-line is just having their way.
Coon up to the 37. A second down and a 5. Or a long 4. Probably depends on your rooting interest. Guessing Cole probably look at the back judge every time. Try to kill as much clock as possible. Again, up the middle and so much space.
Yeah, that big line, I mean,
Zineker.
When you got a 3-4, I mean, they're just having their way with Brennan and Jepson out there.
Yeah, Jepson making his way back out. Also seen Tisdale. So Holmen trying to keep their defense fresh. Their first down for Onalaska.
Little swing
Quick
pass.
screen out to the left. And Siebert taken down from behind. I think Fleury with the tackle. Now second down and 5.
Taken down inbounds, so the clock keeps on running.
Alaska slowing things down. Not looking for a home run shot. Just chipping away.
Which they've been doing for the most part tonight.
And a give by Coon. That Tristan Brennan was able to hop on the back of the running back.
You know, and
Coon with a little progress.
And the Holmen defense, I mean, they've been out there a lot tonight, so you got to wonder if they're starting to wear down a little bit. They got to start digging deep and gut check time.
This guy, you brought it up earlier, a play in the backfield would be crucial for the Vikings at this point, this play. Alaska keeps charging forward. Another give to Coon, who goes off tackle and almost breaks free, and nonetheless will move the chains. Clock will start rolling again now that the ball is set. Tell you what, Adam Kuhn, only a sophomore, but playing like a upperclassman out there.
He's got some size to him, too.
Man in motion. First down and 10 on Alaska, about the Holmen 41. Another give to Kuhn, who just so much room to run between the tackles right now.
I mean, he's not getting touched till he's about 3-4 yards past the line of scrimmage. And then falling forward for another yard or two.
And for about the third time this drive. Second down and 5, very manageable. Down and distance for the Hilltoppers.
And it's been a fairly clean drive for the Hilltoppers so far.
Alaska unbalanced to the left. Zineker charges forward. Will not be a first down. We'll be close. See where the ball is spotted. Third down and 1.
And that clock just keeps on ticking down.
Seems to go real fast when you're the defending team. Cole on 3rd and 1. Looking to extend this Onalaska drive, and a give to Zineker, who met by a trio of Vikings defenders in the backfield. There is Aiden Smith and Parker Spa making big plays when the Vikings need them. Now 4th down and 4. Zinniker comes off, Kuhn comes in. Now Kuhn kind of the hot hand here.
Yeah, defense
will they keep it on the ground? Or will we see a quick pass? Yeah, you got to think about the hard count too. And in motion, there's the hard count.
And we're about to see a delay of game.
Cole and Pistol.
Countdown. Oh, they're just letting that clock run down.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Well, now you have to watch for the hard count. Out of the timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, Scott. And we'll be back here. WKTY.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmencheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Welcome back. High school football on WKTY. Fourth quarter. Send the scene for you. Onalaska Hilltoppers have the ball up to 3 minutes, 52 seconds remaining on the Viking 34-yard line. 4th down and 4. Will we see the hard count? Will we see the give to Kuhn? With Maximus Todd leading the way at fullback.
And this
a quick
Holmen
pass.
Crowd is loud.
There it is. Cole looking to his left and looking deep. Jack Barth on the coverage and a flag on the play. And whether you agree with it or not, Scott, we talked about it on the pass interference earlier. You got to turn around if you're the defending man, and that's a tough call to swallow. That is a bad call.
Yeah, to me, you know, I'm obviously rooting for Holmen, but it looked like that ball was there, and then there was contact.
Yeah, I think the ball hit Barth first almost.
But it's all about the visual and the optics, right? That's what the ref saw. He didn't see him turn, make a play on the ball.
A fresh set of downs for the Hilltoppers at the Viking 19. Holmen still with 3 timeouts. Give to Kuhn, wrapped up in the backfield by Smith. And a flag on the play, a late flag. Personal foul on the play. Maybe some, I don't know if there's some extracurriculars after the play.
If there were some words said or what's going on. And I think Coach Kowalski's trying to figure that out himself.
Will be another fresh set of downs for Onalaska. Now,
you know, and the killer here too is they keep getting a fresh set of downs and moving into scoring position.
Yeah,
and that clock is
now
dwindling.
Probably field goal position, Scott. And Onalaska up to the officials talking over. Oh, it looks like the official's just saying it's still second down. After a personal foul, it's a fresh set of downs, but I stand corrected. Second down and a very short, which works out to the Hilltoppers' favor. They can get a first down. They give to Zinniker, who
enough for the first down.
flurrying on the play. Now, first and goal. Onalaska. Holmen still with all 3 of their timeouts. Might see them utilized here. Clock ticking under 3 minutes. At the very least, Scott, Holmen needs to keep the Hilltoppers out of the end zone. And this Holmen defense stands strong one more time as Zinniger looks to cut up. Stopped at the 8. And there it is, the first timeout. We'll take a timeout here as well. I think we all need a quick 30-second breather here at Empire Stadium. And we'll be back on WKTY.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Welcome back to high school football on WKTY. Coming back from Holmen's first time out, will be second down and goal for the Hilltoppers.
Just over 2.5 minutes left to play. And, you know, that whole bend but don't break mentality we've been talking about it all game. Holmen's really got to buckle down here in a goal line stand.
Holmen defense tested multiple times tonight. Their biggest test of the evening coming right now as Kuhn bounces outside and tackled at the 9-yard line. Now third down.
Another timeout.
And will be the second timeout. We'll keep things here. Scott, I want to talk about a potential coaching decision here. Obviously, Onalaska can still score a touchdown on the next 2 plays. If Onalaska ends up at about the 10-yard line, if you're the Hilltoppers, do you go for the field goal attempt? Try to make it so Holmen has to score a touchdown?
Yeah. Right.
Even if you miss the field goal attempt, it's still not great field position for the Vikings.
Right. Yeah, and I would think, I mean, we saw in that PAT, their kicker was able to put it through. It was a little line drive, low kick, but still within his range right here, right? So you almost want to get that little bit of a cushion, I would think. Trying to go through here and look at, see if we got any other scores from around the area. And nobody has really updated their scores.
Third down, this Holmen crowd getting rowdy. Cole rolling out, looking to his right and over out of the back of the end zone. The clock stops 2, Scott. And it's like Onalaska choosing to go for the jugular, I think. Cole stays out.
Right, like you said, I mean, if they don't make it, there's a lot of field to make up here for Holmen in very short order. So,
but then just a field goal to win for the Vikings. Still 1 timeout to use, so huge stop there. 3 wide receivers to the right. Cole looking for the end zone in the corner, and Ayed on the defense end. No-go, turnover on downs. Holmen ball, 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining.
Teague, does it get any better than this?
The Vikings with a chance to win here, Scott. They need to operate fast.
So watching that pass play there, looked like it was kind of the same kind of coverage, but I believe that ball was not catchable.
Clearly uncatchable.
All right, so Holmen.
Scott, we've seen a lot of offensive errors tonight, but can this Holmen offense, we saw one touchdown drive, can they drive down one more time? Pitch to Alish
Nice
on the
block
outside.
Alish not able to clear that
Just
corner.
past the marker. Getting back to the line quickly. 2nd down and 9. Clock winding, under 2 minutes to go.
Holmen with 1 timeout remaining.
Holmen ended a 6-year losing streak to Onalaska last year. Onalaska looking to start their winning ways against the Vikings again. Pitch to
Nice
Barth,
steal.
finds a lane, cuts in, and Jack Barth lowers his shoulder up to the 20. First down will stop the
That'll
clock.
stop the clock
So
real quick.
they need a quick play call here with 1 minute 40 seconds to go. And if you're the Vikings, you're looking to get to probably the 25 for a realistic chance at a field goal with Needham. So still about 55 yards to trudge. And split out to the left. Alish in motion. And a errant pitch to Alish, who picks it up
on the
and
bounce.
runs out of bounds. And Alish, great play off the lateral off the field. Worked out in the Vikings' favor, but another scary moment. Now 2nd down and 2. You said, Scott, maybe 25-yard line seems to be the target.
25, 30.
The 42-yard field goal for the Brock Star. Of course, Holmen kicking legend Gavin Davis in the stands tonight. Do we get a chance to see more kicking heroics by the Vikings here? As is another toss to Barth, and Barth, a halfback pass. Eichhoff catches it at the 40.
And nobody
is going to catch.
Speed and go.
Ryland Eichhoff, the go-ahead touchdown on the halfback pass from Barth. Holmen with some trickery of their own.
Oh, man.
Jack Barth can do it all. Finds the state track athlete, and Eichhoff hauled it in.
Oh,
and Empire Stadium has erupted.
We're going to roll this back here real quick.
Scott held the lead for approximately 2 minutes in the third. Onalaska took it right back. Now with 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining. What a play call by Coach Kowalski. Eichhoff with a scary, bobbled it for a moment, but doesn't matter. Play was executed, and what a game to start off Mississippi Valley Conference season.
Rivalries. We're trying to see what's going on here. False start, Holmen. So making that point after try just a little bit harder, or maybe just giving themselves a little more cushion to, a little more field to work there.
Wow. Made that Onalaska defense bite just for a moment.
You know, and it's the big plays. Holmen seems to pull them out all the time.
We talked about when they'd utilize that speed, and there it is. Now 2-point conversion. Pitch to Alish. Gets up to the 5 and stop, but momentum still very much in the Vikings' favor as we are all going to take a 60-second break and come back with 1:07 to go here at Empire Stadium. Vikings up 19-15 on WKTY.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen.
Welcome back to high school football on WKTY. Holmen with their first lead since the start of the third quarter, which they had for a fleeting moment, mind you, Scott.
I mean, with that pass, I think Jack is probably close to the passing leader for Holmen.
On the season.
Season.
Very close. I mean, I do have the stats here. Williams has picked up a little bit tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, Williams with the 109 yards passing, so Barth breathing down his neck now. But Scott, now as the defending team, this 107, it's going to feel like an eternity.
And Onalaska's only got one timeout themselves.
And bobbled on the kickoff by Siegel. And nice tackle there by Ayed.
Taken down at the 15, 16-yard line there. Looks like Faraday shaking up just a little bit on the play.
Scott, I watched a lot of Onalaska football over the last few years, and they may have pretty high stakes, but I've seen them pull out crazier victories before.
Last year against Central, crazy game, and it's not over till that whistle blows or the siren.
And Cole sacked by Brennan. And with one timeout remaining, will Coach Yashinsky use it?
No breathing room in the backfield that time. That pressure that they've been looking for
and
all night long.
Now we see why all night Alaska's been scheming quick pass plays.
Right.
Because eventually the line will get there. The coverage able to show off their abilities. And a timeout. We're just going to keep talking through this one.
Yeah, what do we got?
What a game,
47 seconds left, and it's going to seem, like you said, it's going to seem like an eternity.
Scott, we talked about that John Faraday kick return, creating quite a ruckus for the Holmen crowd. And wow, that pass from Barthon. Once it connected, I think everyone knew Eichhoff was gone. I'll tell you what, Brendan Chenault is fast.
He is, because he kept pace with him, and I was scared for a second. But knowing
Coach Kowalski getting the crowd into it. Second down. If you are the Holmen defensive backs, you cannot let anything behind you. Looks like
you need to make a play on the ball.
They're playing a cover 2 shell. Cole rolling out, looking deep to the middle, and a caught by Siebert.
Beautiful pass and catch there.
And just like that, 40 and a half seconds to go, no timeouts, but the Hilltoppers rushing up.
That clock stops while they move the down marker, just started back up.
Might see a spike, and there it is. Will be second down. What a play. And just like that, the Holmen crowd silenced for a moment.
Right, you got to get that energy back up.
Now second down and 10. Three receivers to Cole's left.
Working out of the shotgun.
Looking in the corner and tipped. What a tip by Alish. I know he wrestles, but showing off some basketball vertical skills there.
Little hops there. Good timing, high point that, deflected out of there.
Third down and 10. And we'll see, can this Holmen pass rush get one more sack, Scott? Could almost put this game to an end. We'll see, maybe Coach Logan Brown, does he dial up, send an extra defender? Ball at the Onalaska 45. Cole looking deep again and almost taken down, extending the play, and caught by Josh Phillips. It will be 4th down, though. Clock stops.
Did stop.
26 seconds remaining. 4th down. You could cut the tension in Empire Stadium with a knife right now. MVC Madness, week 1.
I'm at a loss for words
Onalaska
right
has
now.
had the lead most of the game. And now looking to keep this alive for Hilltopper Nation. Cole, quick pass to his right and completed to Siebert. Like the call there by Coach Yashinsky, just keep yourself alive for a couple more plays.
Don't need to go on a deep route there, just get that first down.
And out of bounds, so
the clock did
Holmen
stop,
defense.
but I believe Holmen took a timeout, regroup, let their guys get a little breather here.
And Scott, just want to say a couple of next level play here tonight on both sides by both the Hilltoppers and the Vikings. Kind of reminds me of one of our sponsors, Next Level Exteriors, who I want to thank all of our sponsors here this evening. Next Level, Lappins, Bernie Buckner, Andy's Main Street Auto, Enhanced Driving Institute, Holmen Cheese, The Grind Coffee House, WNB Financial, Beaver Builder Supply, Innate Barge Chiropractic, and Hacienda Vieja, along with Firefighters Credit Union.
Yeah, all of those great sponsors bringing this incredible game to you tonight, and we are so thankful that we get to bring this to you.
Onalaska, fresh set of downs. It's not about downs anymore, Scott. It is find the end zone if you're the Hilltoppers.
Yeah,
defend the land if you're the Vikings.
They got about three to four plays to find the end zone.
And looking inside, finds his man. Not a first down, so clock will keep running. Great tackle there. Was that Flurry in on the tackle? 2nd down and 3. We'll see the last play of the game. 2nd down and 3. Cole takes the snap and
coverage.
Looking deep, and that will end the game. Pass interference.
Defensive or offensive pass interference. It was offensive pass interference. It was offensive.
And offensive pass interference.
And that will end the game.
5 turnovers.
Ooh,
multiple drives stopped just short. It doesn't matter how you get it done. It's just that you get it done. And the Holmen Vikings win an absolutely adrenaline-filled matchup to open conference play against the Hilltoppers. And Coach Kowalski's feeling the energy right now. What a game.
You know, and it makes it even better if you're a Holmen athlete that it was against Onalaska. Right?
It truly is a rivalry, Scott. I know.
I mean, it goes all the way back, I think, from when I was in high school.
You're pals with plenty of Onalaska alums.
I am. I am, and we still give each other crap all the time, playing against each other. Holmen versus Onalaska, back in the late '80s, early '90s. So it's a rivalry that's stood the test of time, and it's great to see it renewed every year. And this game was awesome. Really no other words.
We'll take you on the scoring summary, which in the first half, not a whole lot going. Was an Onalaska safety, Scott, believe it or not, a 2-0 game.
Right, yeah.
Heading into the second half, things got started right away. We knew what we were getting ourselves into to start the third quarter. John Faraday with the 80-yard kick return to get the Vikings on the board, make it 7-2. Onalaska offense charging down, finding some heat. 20-yard touchdown pass from Cole to Egan to retake the lead, and then the 3-yard run by Kuhn. Attempt was no good to make it 15-7 Onalaska. Heading into the fourth quarter, Holmen able to charge down after getting close so many times. Able to punch it in on the Williams to Alish pitch with the triple option and missed the 2-point attempt. Holmen with one last breath, less than 2 minutes to go. The 72-yard halfback pass from Jack Barth to Ryland Eichhoff, who took it home. And what a stand. Final score tonight, Holmen 19, Onalaska 15. Scott, I think you put it into words perfectly. I mean, we're talking X's and O's tonight. I think Coach Kowalski will say once things have died down a little bit, there's a lot of things that can be fixed.
Yes.
I think you can almost say the Vikings are lucky that they came out with the win when you look at the turnover difference. But a win's a win, and I think it's good that they're able to find something that they can fix. You now see that there's some holes in the Vikings game, and that's something that can be patched up going forward.
Right. I mean, Onalaska gave Holmen a battle that they haven't seen yet this year, and definitely, like you said, Coach Kowalski, he's happy that he's going to have that he got the win, but that's over and done with right now. I'm sure that he's already thinking about what needs to be fixed, what do we need to work on for next week. From here on out, it's conference play, and you got to step it up. And yeah, I mean, great game. I can run down the stats here real quick.
Now that there are some offensive stats for the Vikings to look at.
So Cole was 19 of 30 for 172 yards. Carson Zinneker, 18 rushes, 64 yards. Adam Kuhn, 11 rushes, 47 yards, even though it seemed like he had a whole lot more than that. So 113 yards total on the ground.
And I'm guessing it was probably around 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Methodical run game for.
Yeah, and Onalaska spread the wealth quite a bit. Tristan Moling, 6 catches, 53 yards. Siebert, 3 catches, 48 yards. Jumping over to Holmen, like said, started off the game, not a whole lot of offense in the first half, but stepping it up in the second half. Jack Barth, 1 pass attempt, 72 yards. Williams, 1 for 3, 22 yards, so 94 yards through the air, which we're not used to seeing, right? And on the ground, your leader was Jack Barth, 8 rushes, 48 yards. And AJ had 7 rushes for 43, 134 total yards on the ground. And got to give Ryland Eichhoff his props. That 1 reception, 72 yards. So, pretty balanced game in the second half offensively for Holmen. Obviously,
great adjustments by the Vikings.
Right, and that defense, tough game for them. That defensive line, tough game with the quick passes, not being able to get pressure. Stepped it up on that last drive and came through for Holmen.
And I think if you're on Alaska, the Hilltoppers did everything they could to win this game. Great schematics, quick passes, dominated the run game between the tackles. Ultimately, not enough as the Vikings come away 1-0. We saw how close it was last year, Scott. I mean, 5 teams tied to win the conference title. And every win matters. For Holmen to come away with this one was huge. But credit to both teams, both coaching staffs, both fan sections. I mean, there was truly a life and a heartbeat with this game that just cannot be matched.
The energy kind of bounced from one side of the field to the other, depending on where we were at in the game. So, yeah, the energy was just electric here. So,
and folks, we want to thank all of you for tuning in.
Next week, go over that real quick. I don't even have the schedule up. I don't know.
Yeah, that was something. Oh, are we on camera right now, Scott, or no?
Well, we're not on camera. No,
we are not. Okay.
No.
Well, we'll take.
And we got to thank Grant Byers here.
Yeah, we got to thank Grant getting on camera here.
Yeah. Able to focus on the game a little bit more thanks to Grant coming in, adding him to our crew.
Well, Holmen will be playing Sparta next week at Holmen High School. This is my birthday for anyone who is in a gift-giving mood.
Yes.
On a Friday again. What a blessing. Thankful for leap years for that one. All right. Holmen plays Sparta. Onalaska, as we get this loaded up, they will be playing Reedsburg. Onalaska versus Reedsburg. That'll be a fun one.
So that'll be an interesting outcome for the Holmen fans. I mean, you don't ever really want to look ahead too much, but it'll be interesting to see how that game plays out. Your litmus test, your transitive properties, if you will. So.
Well, Scott, I think that'll do it for tonight. I want to thank Grant once again on the camera. We want to thank all our sponsors, including Firefighters, the Credit Union. Want to thank all of you for tuning in and supporting, whether it be the Vikings or the Hilltoppers, being a part of such a great event. Had over 200 people watching this Week 1 conference tilt here tonight, which was awesome. Scott, I want to thank you for all your magic behind it. The camera making all the production stuff happen. We got replays this week, folks. We're running full tilt here.
There wasn't a whole lot of plays to replay, but we got some. So
running full tilt here now at WKTY. Once again, thank you all again for tuning in. And until next week when Holmen faces the Sparta Spartans, we will catch you on the flip side. On behalf of Scott and myself, I'm Teague Fenwick. Have a great night.